Hello everyone, Lori here with Beauty Simplified by Lori, and I'm excited today to talk to you a little bit about eyeshadow for the mature eye. So whether or not you have hooded eyes or you have the crepey skin or whatnot, these are some of the things that I wanted to just touch base with you about in a very, very simple, quick way. All right, so first off, one of the most important things to do with the mature eye is to make sure that you take care of all of the veins and redness and discoloration that happens on the eyelid before you start, okay? But even one step before that, you want to make sure that your eye is very hydrated. And this will be important as the day goes on, not so much like when you very first put it on, but as the day goes on, your eyes may get a little bit more and more dehydrated, and then that can cause the crepiness to look worse. So I've already put my foundation on, my 3D foundation, and the only thing left to do is my eyes. And so I wanted to show you how I go in with one of my highlight colors, which is the main foundation for the 3D foundation, and I'm just going to put it on my eyelids to cancel out all of the redness. Now, what this does when you go to do a really pretty eyeshadow look is this will help you create the look where it doesn't look like it's all meshed together. Have you ever done your eyeshadow and you've spent a bunch of time and then you look at it when you blended it out and it looks like one color? It doesn't even look very good. Many times that's because you didn't start out with a really good base, okay? So I'm gonna go in with my highlight color, and the color that I'm using right now is a new color called Candlelit. If you are interested in finding out what your perfect colors are for your 3D foundation, I am happy to help you. You can either comment below the video, or you can send me an email, or you can connect with me on social media as well. I have a page, Beauty Simplified by Lori, and on Instagram, it's Beauty Simplified by Lori as well. Okay, so the next thing I want to do is, now that I've covered up all the veins, I'm gonna go in with a loose translucent powder. This one's La Mercier, and I'm gonna go in with a fluffy brush like this, and I'm just going to kind of tap this powder to set my eye base, okay? Can you see how much better it looks already? Now, there are a few little tricks that we're gonna do when you have a mature eye. And hopefully I can touch base on everything that you have questions on, but please don't hesitate to reach out to me. I'm happy to help you however I can. Okay, so let's talk about colors, okay? So there's a ton of different colors. Maskcara just released another like 25 colors. A lot of them have shimmer in them, and some of them even have glitter. Now, with the crepiness in my eyes and also it being hooded, if I put too much shimmer on these wrinkles in here, it enhances the wrinkles. So if you want to have some fun with a little bit of shimmer and a little bit of glitter, that's okay, but we want to just use it in a couple of places. So plan to have most of your eyeshadows be a matte, okay? Or matte with very, very little shine. And that's going to help so that it looks a little bit more natural and it doesn't enhance the wrinkles, okay? Because anything with shine pulls forward, and that's something that we don't necessarily want to do with our wrinkles, right? Okay, so I want to do a really basic eye for you using a couple of my favorite colors. These are kind of my go-to colors that I build off of, okay? One of them is called Cupcake, which is this one right here. And it's just a really pretty matte, like yellow white, okay? You can never have enough of this color in your palette, all right? So if you're looking for a few recommendations, I recommend getting Cupcake right off the bat, as opposed to one of these shinier colors, okay, which is like Sabrina and Rome are a little bit shinier. Doesn't mean that I don't use shine. I'm just going to show you where to place it. So you can use Cupcake to kind of go over your lid again if you want. You can use Cupcake just alone without the powder to set your eyelid. That works great as well. All right, now I'm going to show you how I like to use this one specific brush, okay? This is the Eyeshadow Everything brush. If you're looking to invest in a good eyeshadow brush, this one does everything. So you can be a little bit more detailed with the dome end here, and then everything can be blended out with the fluffy end. So it's really easy just to flip back and forth, and you'll find yourself not even using any of your other brushes because this one just is so much more simple. All right, so another color that I really love is called Stay Golden, and I like to put it on with my fluffy end. Tap it off, and I'm just going to kind of lightly go above my crease, okay? Now, when you have hooded eyes, you are going to not want to create a really deep line back here, because what that does is makes your eye look more deep set, or your hooded eyes look worse, right? We're trying to create a really balanced eye and a very pretty natural eye. So when you have a hooded eye, many times you're going to have to bring that color up a little bit higher. Sometimes it helps if you open your eye and do it so that you can see where you're placing the color. This one isn't so important. It's kind of what I call a transition color. We're just starting to build the color. Okay, the next color that I love to use is called Bubba. Now, you certainly could use a color that maybe is not quite as warm. You could use Bird, you could use Oak. There's a ton of really pretty colors. I just really love a natural warm eye. So I'm gonna take and place, let me get right up and personal here. And this is Bubba, and you can see I'm just patting it on. And I'm gonna go up higher than what you think. And then I'm gonna flip my brush over and I'm gonna blend it, okay? Now the nice thing is these eyeshadows blend out beautifully. So if you need a little bit more color in a couple of places, don't be afraid to dip back in with this one. Go up a little bit higher and maybe tap it up here. Now again, when you have crepey eyes, many times I call it kind of wiggly skin. You just want to do more tapping instead of kind of swiping, because you want to make sure and get the color evenly distributed. Okay, let me do the other eye really quick. Just tap, 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 go up a little higher, right up on that bone, that brow bone. Flip the brush over and blend it out. Really easy, right? And you just want to make sure that they're even. And again, you can notice I'm not going right into the crease here. I'm trying to stay just above it, okay? This is just going to help make your eyes look a little bit less hooded. Now, I like to take a little bit of the color and go just barely underneath on the outside here. Flip my brush over and blend it out. See how that just kind of softens under the eye? It's really, really pretty. Bubba is just a really pretty, versatile color. And the nice thing is it blends, and then you can build on it with different colors. So you can even go in, many times I'll go in with this like really pretty pink, which seems super scary for mature ladies, but it's matte. And when you mix it softly with Bubba, it's super pretty and natural, okay? Now, let's say you wanted to jazz this up just a little bit. I'm gonna go in with a color. Let me just make sure that I'm using the right color. Okay, this one is called Lullaby, and it's kind of a purpley mauve color. Super pretty. Again, I'm just using this end of the brush again, taking the color, tapping it, and just kind of focusing right here on the outside of the eyelid, flipping my brush over and softly blending it in, okay? So you can see how now I just have a little bit more color here. So this is how you're going to add in a few different colors, just building off of Stay Golden and Bubba. It's kind of hard to do this in my like little phone. Okay, so pretty, right? Now this is where you can have a little bit of fun with some shimmer, okay? So there's one color that I really love. It's called Stardust. I really didn't think I would like it because it's kind of silvery and kind of sparkly, but you guys, it's very, very pretty. Let's see if I can find my other brush. Good heavens, I don't know where that other brush is, so we'll just use this brush. So there's a flat brush and it's a little bit stiff. We have one that's called the multitasker that works super good for this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to dip into this color, the sparkly color. This is where you get to play with just a little bit of glitter. And I'm just going to place it right here. Kind of overlap it over the Lullaby, just really, really soft, okay? Now, if you want to take it up a notch for like a nighttime look, take your brush and your Stay Spray, and I want you to spray the end of this brush. Okay, and now I want you to dip into Stardust or whatever sparkly color you want. And I want you to pat it on, and you're going to be able to see how this really packs the shine, okay? Now, if that's the only place I add shine, you guys, you won't necessarily see all the crepiness in my eyes, okay? This is really important. I don't want us walking around looking like we think we're still in the 80s, okay? That just doesn't work anymore for us. So it's fine, it just doesn't work for us. Okay, so take your eyeshadow everything brush again, and then I want you to go back into your Cupcake. Get it on your brush like this, and I want you to kind of just tap it in here and just make sure that it's blended and there's no harsh lines around that shine. You guys, this like is just a really magical way to add a little bit of shimmer to your eyeshadow without looking too glittery. All right, now I wanted to show you quickly what I like to do with my eyeliner. All right, so with your eyeliner, I like to use a brown. This one is called Stila. I really love the Stila brand, and I love this point. It's super sharp, and it is like a magic marker almost. So I'm probably gonna have to do this in my mirror right here, just so that I can get it right. And when I do this, let's see if I can turn this way a little bit and show you. I almost lay my eyeliner down. It just is a little bit easier for me to do because sometimes I get a little shaky. It just happens. And then, you guys, this is the big tip. I don't want you to go all the way down to the end of your eye, okay? If you do that, it's gonna pull your eye down, okay? We want to lift your eye up. So I'm gonna flip my eyeliner like this, and I'm going to place it and bring it back. You see how I'm like using that? I'm using the point to my advantage, okay? And then you want to go in and make sure you line your waterline, okay? That's just gonna make your eyelashes look thicker. And as we get older, our eyelashes get a little bit thin, right? Along with our brows. So any of these little tricks that we can use. Now, if you don't like the harsh line of this eyeliner, take your brush. This one's the eyebrow brush, but it works really, really well for eyeliner as well. This one's called the Know Your Angles brush. It has a nice point on the end. You can go into your eyeshadow, whichever color you want. I'm gonna go into this brown. It is called Oak, which is a really good basic brown. And I'm just gonna soften it up. Not only that, but what this does is really help set the eyeshadow or the pencil, whichever pencil you use, so that it's going to last all day. All right, you guys. Other than that, 2 coats of mascara always. Make sure you get every lash that you have. And hopefully this video has been helpful. If it has, please like it and subscribe and share it with your friends who maybe are learning how to do some fun eyeshadow looks. And again, if you have any questions about the 3D foundation and want to color match, let me know. Would be happy to help you pick out your perfect colors. You guys have a great day. Thank you so much.